Radical.
Let's see. I rarely ever watch these award shows where there's Oscars or it's the Grammys. Was it at the Oscars? Doesn't seem like it was a year ago. Was it the Oscars that Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock? That was the Oscars, right? So now we're talking about the Grammys, which is the music version. And I want to give some thoughts real quick on Kim Petras and Sam Smith winning in the best duo, vocalist duo, what have you. A lot of people actually are not focusing on the fact or whether or not they should have won that or if it's actually the best performance. And, all these satanic stuff and the fact that there's a performance. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen pictures to where you have Sam Smith basically playing as the devil. And there's all kind of satanic stuff in the background. There's Kim Petras. I mean, that thing's in a cage. I say that thing because I don't know what to call Kim. I mean, I'm not going to call it a woman because it's not a woman. It was not born a woman. I mean, and it's not a man. So it's, I don't really know. She-male, I suppose. But see, Kim Petras, I'm not going to talk about in detail Kim Petras, which I could actually. I could. But Kim Petras actually had gender reassignment surgery at 16. She was actually the youngest. They were actually the youngest person at all to have that surgery at 16. And that was, I think, maybe 10 years ago, which would make her maybe like late 20s, I'm not sure. So there's a lot of things to actually discuss around this. There is, definitely. And a lot of people are really coming out hard against, their performance and how disgusting and sick it was. I saw the video, and it's really not my cup of tea. It's not my idea to basically watch Sam Smith and all of them in a video and lots of gay men and leather and thrusting and gyrating. It's just not my thing. Just not my thing. So I'm not going to really try to review the performance or the video. I don't care. What I will talk about is how I think that there are some other performances that were straight up robbed from winning. And the Grammys, whenever it comes to the voting, I don't know about the voting system. I will say this was not the best pop duo performance. It was not. Unholy, the song, leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, it's got a cool beat, I suppose, but the lyrics are kind of trash. And you might disagree. You might think Unholy is the best song of the year. I'm just looking at it from the music. I don't care about the gay, transgender stuff. I don't really care about that. I just think the song itself was not anything spectacular. It was not. Okay? Now, if it was like an Adele performance or something like that, or something amazing like Adele, freaking Beyonce or rock or rap or whoever's big. Now, I don't really keep track of music right now. A lot of it just seems to went to trash. Imagine Dragons, is that like the big rock act? If it was like an amazing song or something, then I would say, okay, all right, it's deserving. But that is not deserving. There was some other, I don't think I have them all here written down. ABBA actually came back, and I don't know how, because aren't they all like 80 years old or something? They were nominated for Best Vocalist Pop Duo Performance. I don't know who they had the combo with. I mean, I'm not sure if it's actually, what the hell? Is it like re-released stuff from the 70s and 80s? One of those deals? I don't know. Now, Post Malone, okay, there was Ed Sheeran and Camila Cabello. It was a so-so song. I would say Unholy is probably a better song than that one. Then there was Post Malone, I Like You, I Do, which is a catchy song. It is a catchy song. I've caught myself humming along to that on the radio at times. Not I think a great song, but a catchy song. But then we have a Coldplay song, and some of you might be yelling, Coldplay sucks! Coldplay sucks! Hey, listen to The Scientist, listen to Yellow. Coldplay is really great. And I think a lot of people just don't like the vocals of Chris, whatever his name is, or they don't like him personally. But Coldplay as a band, I mean, yeah, just because they're not like hard rock or heavy metal doesn't mean that they're not talented. They're talented music makers. They really are. And My Universe is probably by far better than Unholy. I mean, nothing was great in that pop duo. I mean, we're not talking about like, Rihanna and Justin Timberlake. What was that, Dead and Gone song? No, it wasn't her. It was somebody else, some other female. What? I mean, we're not talking about some great art. I just harken back to maybe like 10 years ago when we had much better music and rap and pop and across the fucking board. Music is just, did I mention music is kind of fucking trash now, at least on the main scale, on the radio airwaves for the most part, in my humble opinion. But My Universe, whether it's the music video, whether it's the song, even if it's not your cup of tea, and believe me, like Jungkook and all of them and the BTS, not the kind of music I listen to. But if you see the video, there's a lot of money that was put into that video and the production of that video alone, and it's a better, well performed, just from the singers, just from the lyrics, the songwriting, the production. My Universe is far superior to Unholy. And I know there are two different types of songs, but it's not even fucking close. It is not. I mean, hell, even the Post Malone, I mean, that probably is, yeah, probably a better song. I don't know how they judge it just from the music or how many hits it gets or how popular it is. The Post Malone song is far more popular than the Unholy song also, I would say. So it loses on those two fronts. I think what might have been going on there is a bit of an agenda to make sure that Kim Petras won that because it's a pioneer, and there was a big focus on when he was, damn it, what do I say? What the hell do I fucking say? She, he, it, they, like Venom? I don't know, because there's men and a woman living inside, because there's aspects of both. I'll just say Kim. When Kim was accepting that award, they said they're really proud to be the first transgendered woman to win the award, and then something else. It just feels like to me that when it comes to Hollywood, when it comes to these award shows, we will see more and more people winning, not because of their talent, but either because of their color, their nationality, the fact they're gay, the fact they're trans, the fact that they're this, they're that. That's just my feeling on it. Because this is a clear example of how My Universe, again, I mean, you don't have to love Coldplay or BTS, but you have to acknowledge My Universe is a far superior song to Unholy. Okay? It's just my thoughts.